Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. I'm Elisa. It's been a while since I did a reading, though I have kind of been dragging on posting them, but it's been a while because there's like a lot of shifts happening. I'm kind of just giving them the space to happen. Okay. We got the Nine of Pentacles and we got the Three of Pentacles. So what I am getting right off the bat here is we're moving forward towards a new foundation. And this is like, you know, collaborations, partnerships that are coming online. To create this foundation. When I pull this down, we got the Empress. Wow, this is really good. We got the Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and the Star. So what I'm getting is this message of empowerment. Someone is being recognized for their work. Things are being brought into balance. They're coming into their power and their abundance. And there's like a message coming in, like maybe a opportunity or a bold move that's sort of like ushering in this change. So that's interesting. That's really cool. It's a message of empowerment and abundance. When I pull this down, we got the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Moon, the Emperor, the Three of Swords, the Magician, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so, and then we got the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So this is really interesting. It's a lot. It's like the end of this era of lack and manifesting sort of like ultimate happiness and abundance. However, there's something hidden here. Perhaps this heartbreak, some sort of hidden heartbreaking situation is maybe holding this Emperor back. This kind of, it's like the Emperor is kind of pinned in between these two cards. So I think that's really interesting. It's almost like whatever this heartbreaking thing that's hidden is, it's coming to light. There's a new opportunity coming online and bringing things into balance, and that is paving the way for this new foundation. So it's really interesting. And we had the Emperor and the Empress come out also, which is super interesting. So it's a very, very interesting message. Okay. When I go to the Mystical Shaman, I got the Drum and the Owl. So this speaks to like signs and synchronicities. It speaks to guidance from your ancestors coming in. And we have the drum, which speaks to sort of like this universal rhythm that's sort of propelling you forward. So it's like someone's being guided through this change. And they have sort of like divine guidance and blessing that's like helping them. And perhaps part of that is like helping to move through this, whatever this is, because this, I think, has, it's like this person, it's like they had the power, they've had the power all along, but it's like they've either been blocked or it's been hidden from them. And two stories just came out for me when I was just talking about that. So one is, you know, in the Wizard of Oz at the end, and Dorothy like clicks her heels and she's like, there's no place like home, and realizing she didn't really have to go on this crazy journey. I mean, she did, in the sense that she had to go on this path in order to develop the self-awareness and sense of herself, to know that actually she had the power all along. And it was through this journey that she developed the awareness that she had the power all along. And then the other story that came to mind was, I've talked about this movie before. It's like King Arthur something, and it was like directed by Guy Ritchie. And, you know, like Arthur's uncle was trying to take his birthright from him and try to seize the power. And so he was like banished into the, like, you know, the slums, and he like kind of had to grow up like on the streets, you know. But like ultimately, in a sort of analogous way, like it was because of that hardship that he developed his strength, that he honed his blade, that he had to work really hard to overcome his circumstance. But really, he was king all along, you know, but he didn't necessarily know it. Like, it was hidden from him by this heartbreaking betrayal of someone in his family. And yeah, so I kind of got that message. Like, that's a movie I almost want to watch it again. And it's like it's really artfully done, and it also speaks about sort of like narcissistic abuse within families. And yeah, it's really good. I would check it out. So okay, so I'm gonna go to the Lightseers Tarot. We got the Moon and Justice when I split the deck, so that's super interesting. I usually don't read this deck this way, but I'm going to. So it's like whatever this hidden situation is, it's like coming to justice. Wow, this is super interesting. Because, yeah, I'm really getting this whole, you know, the King Arthur story, you know, and like Arthur, you know, he was king, but like all these other people were just sort of like trying to steal the power from him, you know, and he didn't see that like actually he had the power all along within him, or you know, he had to go through that journey to see that. Okay, so when I pull down the Moon, this is really interesting. So we got the Sun, we got the Queen of Wands, we got the Five of Wands, we got the Two of Cups, we got the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. The Seven of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Star. So, oh my gosh, this is super interesting. So again, this is the second time we've gotten the Star. So I'm going to refer to this reading called You May Be a Lucky Star. But it's like this person has this gift, you know, this enlightenment, this divine blessing, you know. And maybe that's been hidden from them, you know. It's like this person has had to like defend, you know, they're kind of under attack, you know. They're having to defend this blessing from all these people that are trying to see, you know, like Arthur had to defend the blessing from all these people who were trying to steal the power from him. But actually, he had the power, you know. There's this message of truth coming in. It's interesting that it's a bird. And things are going to change. It's triggering a change. Again, this is like truth. Things are changing. This like message is going to change everything fast. And we have the Two of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So again, it's just sort of like there's this person that's reaching for the light. And then this has come up in a couple readings about, you know, like this person is reaching for the light and all these other people are trying to bring him down. So again, it's like Arthur, like all these people are like trying to get the birthright from him, but it is his. Like he's the one that has the blessing, you know. And it's like we have this Two of Cups and we have this Queen of Wands. It's almost like surrounding the conflict. So it's like someone close to Arthur. You know, he doesn't know, he doesn't realize until the end of the movie that it's like his uncle that's been doing it the whole time, because the uncle is like sort of shady and been doing it sort of like on the down low, you know, like the moon. But really, he's the one with the blessing. He's the one that the light is shining on, you know, and that's hidden from him. It's weird. This is so weird. That's the same message keeps coming through, but in like different ways. Well, this situation is coming to justice. We got the World. So it's the end of this era. The Hierophant. There's a judgment that's being handed down from the divine.
I'm going to...
He's like overcoming and stepping into the light, you know. It's like Arthur, you know, he's done all this work to like heal his vibration and overcome. And now his wishes are coming true. The situation, the wheel, is totally turning on its head. The truth is coming out. And this situation of lack is being reconciled. This is the Lovers. It's like this situation is being healed. And he's coming into his power, the Emperor. Oh my gosh, this is a crazy message. Yeah, like I'm gonna have to go watch that movie again today, because it's just like, wow, this is wild. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Woodland Wardens. But yeah, it's like almost like the climactic ending. We're finally... Oh my gosh. So when I did the split on this, we got Healing Wounds and Creative Ingenuity. Soul Spider. It's like, even though Arthur was like cast out and he had everything against him, like he had all this guidance, you know, like this divine blessing. So he figured out how to sort of like overcome all of this, you know, because it was his birthright. You know, he had the blessing, this divine providence. When I picked up this, we had lightning and we have the crow. So it's like the truth is coming out, and it's coming out, and it's being divinely guided. So it's just sort of like stepping into his birthright. Justice is being served, and Arthur, he will be the king. He was, that was what his birthright, that's his destiny. And unfortunately, the people who've like kind of come and gotten in the way of that are, you know, they're maybe gonna have to face the consequences of whatever their actions were. So I just shuffled it again, and the like moon came out on the bottom again, so that's pretty wild. Oh my gosh, so wild. Okay, so anyways, this is all about karma, justice, and claiming your birthright. It's kind of this classic story, you know, of like betrayal from someone close to you out of like maybe jealousy, and that situation being brought to justice. It's an age-old tale, but it's it's an age-old tale for a reason, because it happens in every generation and probably in every family, and it's a very relatable story. But sometimes, you know, it's at the end of the movie when Arthur battled his uncle and finally realized that his uncle was the one that was trying to bring him down the whole time, and came into clarity for him. Like, he finally realized who was against him, and why, and what his destiny, what his true destiny was. And after he defeated his uncle, and his uncle died, and he sort of like thanked him for making him strong, you know, because it was a hard-fought battle, and he had to rise to the occasion, and that was part of what made him great. So in his own way, the uncle, even though he was an adversary, had contributed to his success because he had given him the challenges that made him strong and made him overcome and learn. You know, it helped him to learn to hone his gifts so that he could, when it was his moment, step into his power and be deserving of it, you know? So I think that's a really good message, and I guess I'll just leave it there for today, but we'll check in soon with more messages.